A farmer had 3 sons. Because life in the impoverished border countryside was extremely difficult, the father, before his passing, said to his children, "Our ancestors has taught us that those who succeed in reaching the capital are likely to achieve greatness and honor our ancestors. It means that when they return, they will do good things for the family and accomplish great deeds." The father advised his children to find a way to the capital city. The 3 brothers decided to embark on the journey to the capital together. No one knew how many thousands of miles separated the border from the capital, and no one knew what the path would be like. They simply followed any road they found. Throughout the journey, the 3 brothers united their strength to overcome various obstacles, including mountains and rivers, along the way. Finally, several months later, they arrived at a village. In this village, there were 3 major roads, and it was said that only one of them led to the capital. However, nobody knew which one it was. At that moment, the eldest son chose the left road to proceed. The middle son chose the right road to continue. As the youngest son was still unsure, he decided to enter the village and ask the village chief. However, the village chief shook his head and said, "No one has ever reached the capital because it is very far. But, my son, I can tell you this in accordance with our ancestral teaching, a path, even if mistaken, is still a path." On their respective paths, the eldest son encountered an impassable abyss. The middle son arrived at a river he couldn't cross and had to turn back. Meanwhile, the youngest son continued on, overcoming every hardship and failure without giving up. Each time he faced despair, he would remind himself, even if the path is wrong, it is still a path. With this mindset, he persevered. After 10 years, the youngest son achieved remarkable success in the capital. When he returned to the impoverished village, everything remained the same: the poor village and their humble huts. The 3 brothers recounted their stories. The eldest brother followed the major road for 5 months, which gradually became narrower and filled with wild beasts, forcing him to turn back to the previous path. The second brother shared a similar experience, as his path was no different from the eldest brother's, leading him to hardships and ultimately returning. Both brothers expressed regret, saying, "If only we had chosen the same narrow path as you from the beginning, things would have turned out differently." The youngest brother calmly took out a map of the country and said, "The path I took is no less difficult than the ones you chose. But thanks to the phrase 'the path, even if mistaken, is still a path,' and by continuously moving forward, the youngest brother finally reached the capital." He also discovered that all 3 paths led to the capital, not just the one he chose. Once an arrow is shot, there is no turning back. The sun and rain are choices of day and night. In this world, there are countless paths, but following one path until the end and achieving the goal will eventually lead to success, because every path ultimately leads to Rome. There are no wrong paths, only mistakes in judgment, mistakes made by those who walk on those paths. Even if the path is wrong, it is still a path, and any path that can be taken holds hope.
Thank you for your listening. Please leave us a like, subscribe and share. And please encourage us to listen more valuable stories. Thank you, thank you, thank you.